Okay, before I begin, let's talk about my low, my high, my act of kindness. Well, I would definitely say that my low is I tried looking for the Easter gift I was looking for my nephews, and I was about 50% successful. I mean, technically, because I went to Target last night to look, technically, they did have they had Yoshis, but none of them were in the colors that I was looking for. So, definitely, so again, 50-50. But I tried. I'm definitely going to consider going to Walmart, though. If anyone probably does have them, it's Walmart. But you know what? There is a high here, because when I was looking, I wasn't alone. I had my parents to help me. No, but seriously though, my high is the fact that, my mom and dad did recognize I was trying to do, which, I mean, obviously they love me no matter what. And of course they support the idea that I would try and get something for my nephews. So, of course they were happy to try and help. I mean, again, we came up short, but we tried. And my act of kindness was, as I was waiting for both of them to come, because I get to their place first. I actually took out their garbage can and their recycling. So it was a pretty good day overall. But I think we're ready to get into the latter half of Holy Week. Happy Hump Day, everyone. I did say that if nothing was going on yesterday, nothing major, well, technically the stupidity of Jill Biden talking to her husband, offering to have both Iowa and LSU at the White House was absolutely stupid. Okay, you know what? Quick note. Yes, I am a Republican. No, I don't flaunt it, because I don't know a darn thing of what I'm talking about. But having the runner-up, instead of just the national championship the national champion to the White House, yeah, that's stupid. That is absolutely stupid. And if by some miracle there are any Joe or Jill Biden fans out there, I will not be surprised if that winds up becoming the final nail in the coffin for the next presidential election in 2024, provided that this actually goes to fruition. For the sakes of everyone, I would hope not. But that's just me. So, that's out of the way. Let's talk about Boruto. Because considering that I did do sort of a film series a video series on Naruto back when Totally Not Mark was doing his. Although Totally Not Mark did his blind, and I actually watched Naruto growing up, so needless to say, I felt that I had a bit of, what's the word for it? I can't think of the word. Basically, I had slightly more of a, well, my point is it was about time I did talk about Naruto, because I really did mean to talk about Naruto for a long time. And considering that Naruto ended in 2015? I think? 2014. Shoot. But basically back when Naruto ended, I did mention how I didn't care for the finale simply because Sasuke ruined everything. But over time, I've come to, accept it for what it is. And I really do like Naruto as a whole. I really do. Sometimes I'll watch old Naruto clips just because, Naruto is awesome. It was. I mean, back when I was, just contemplating suicide, Naruto was there for me. It was. It helped me get through it. I mean, yeah, I watched the filler up until like Toonami was no longer like showing it anymore, which was dumb. I don't know why they stopped showing Nard. I don't know. Well, I mean, Toonami had a great. I mean, yeah, Toonami's back, but if you're gonna bring it back years later, why get rid of it at all? You know. So, for those of you who don't know, Boruto is the successor series to Naruto. Shortly after, years after Naruto had achieved his dream and become the Hokage, he started a family with Hinata Hyuga, and they have 2 children. Himawari, that's why did I think her name began with a K? Himawari, their youngest daughter, but their oldest son is Boruto. And just like Naruto, he has spiky red hair. Although his spikes are actually like more giant and in single bunches, I guess. Where like Naruto's is more like a Guy Fieri type thing. So let me get a little comfortable. There we go. So after Naruto ended, there was a movie for Boruto. Basically, the plot of the movie was Boruto is actually is a gifted ninja. He's taking part of the tuning exams, but he gets a hold of some tech that allows him to cheat. His father catches him. Meanwhile, Sasuke is on a mission searching for these 2 weird guys who happen to be Otsutsuki members. And they attack the tuning exams, they capture Naruto, and the finale is Boruto, Sasuke, and the rest of the 5 Kage, including Gaara, Darui, that one kid who was one of the swordsmen of the mist, and this one girl who I do believe was the 3rd Tsuchikage's granddaughter, I think. I'm sorry, my memory isn't the greatest, but bear with me. And the fight scene between the bad guy, whose name is Momoshiki, and Naruto and Sasuke was amazing. Like, it was a showcase that, the old guard is still there. They are the new old guard. They are. They're the new old guard. They're a couple of badasses, and it's great. But Momoshiki still proves too powerful, so Boruto winds up saving the day with his own Rasengan. Great for a movie, right? And I do believe for a while it was the highest grossing movie in Japan. One problem though, we gotta have money. And Naruto, for all intents and purposes, is still a very marketable franchise. Marketing! Any Moscow X fans out there? Okay. So they make a show for Boruto, and like the first part of the show is essentially the movie, and then it goes and delves into a deeper territory. But before it does that, and this is what I want to talk about, like, if Boruto really does get all of the hate that it deserves. And again, as I said yesterday, personally, no. But the very opening scene in the very first episode did not do them any favors, as it established a dark future where Boruto is fighting someone, and the Leaf Village is destroyed, and to make matters worse, Naruto and Sasuke are dead. Yes, they killed off Naruto and Sasuke, which would be the equivalent of like killing off Goku and Vegeta. For that matter, Dragon Ball has its own set of problems in terms of why they should legit retcon the original finale, but that's a topic for a different day. And I think that's why a lot of people are legit and mad about Boruto. Technically, it doesn't need to exist. And when you have it being revealed that Naruto, our boy, is dead, this is the guy we grew up with for like 14 years. And after 14 years, our boy finally did it. He achieved his dream. He became the Hokage. He became a well-respected and splendid ninja. I mean, you're legit taking that away. I mean, can you write a successful story on that? Maybe, but you better have the deftest of hands. And whoever is in charge of Boruto, because I don't think Kishimoto is writing it so much, like, it's yet to be shown if that remains to be the case. But from what I've seen of Boruto in this entire first half, nothing really was truly offensive. I mean, you did have a few slice of life episodes just like Naruto had. And you did have an ongoing story, you know, such as Sakura gets captured and it's up to their daughter Sarada, Sasuke, and Naruto to save her. I mean, I mentioned they did the plot of the movie. There was a mission in the Hidden Mist. There was a mission where the third Tsuchikage dies, which I was sad. I like that guy. He was an old guy. No, that happens. But the biggest ongoing plot was the arrival of Kawaki. For those of you who don't know, Kawaki was the person that Boruto was fighting in that opening scene in that dark future where the Elite Village is destroyed. And, okay, these two are destined to fight. What's going to be the catalyst of that? So basically, all throughout the series, it's the fact that Momoshiki actually is still trapped inside Boruto after he was defeated by Boruto. And there's this thing called karma where it's like a little black diamond that like goes with like makes markings. I guess it's kind of like a curse mark. I've never really seen it explained before, so I wouldn't know. But basically Kawaki is, for all intents and purposes, a damaged child. He was born in a group of extremely bad people who were part of the Otsutsuki. And yes, there was a scene where Naruto and Sasuke struggle to beat him. Naruto does beat him, but he has to sacrifice Kurama to do that. Okay, so you're slowly building the pieces as to why, like, Naruto and Sasuke will essentially die one day. Alright. Looks like you're working your way to it. In a way that's clever, I suppose. But through it all, Kawaki is living at Naruto's house with Boruto, and Kawaki is understanding that that doesn't have to be my life. Like, I could live with a family. Lord Seventh, Naruto, brought me in. I see him as a father now, and I will do everything to protect him. And meanwhile, like, there's this one prophecy that Boruto is given that someday he's going to, like, lose everything, which I guess was foreshadowing the opening scene after all. And the final episode was just released recently of this first half. Basically, it stands on the exact spot where Boruto and Kawaki are in the future fighting in that scene, right? They're basically standing on Lord Seven's head, because the Hokage faces are like Mount Rushmore in the Elite Village, right? So they're standing on Naruto's head, they're having a talk, and basically they each come to the conclusion that Kawaki is going to do everything in his power to protect Lord Seventh and essentially the Hidden Leaf. Meanwhile, Boruto will do everything in his power to prove that prophecy wrong. And there's a great shot where it shows both of them with karmas in their hands, and they're like, and I'll do it with my own hands. And then it cuts to the future, and then they start fighting, and then Boruto. We know nothing between that moment and up until they legit start fighting and what caused the Leaf Village to be destroyed. I would say, for a show that technically doesn't need to exist, yes, it is better than it has any right to be, and absolutely, yes, it's done a great job of slowly but surely, intricately putting in the details needed to get to that moment where Boruto and Kawaki are fighting. So, it checks all the boxes there. Honestly, if Boruto still gets hate, it really is because, just the thought of both Naruto and Sasuke being dead is completely ridiculous. No one's ever going to buy that. No one's ever going to believe that. Well, evidently you don't know. Some people really will. Honestly, it's why stuff like Empire Strikes Back is such a great series. It's a great movie. It wasn't afraid to go dark. And that's essentially what Boruto here is trying to do. To the point where, we'll kill off the original main character that you've loved for 14 years. We'll totally do it. And until otherwise, we will not tell you if that character will ever be brought back. Because they're dead. But, remember, the, resurrection jutsus are a thing. So, maybe. But we don't know. So I would say Boruto isn't a bad show. Not at all. Does it need to exist? Technically, no. Is it doing a great job to justify its existence? Yes. Yes, it is. So, if you are a diehard fan of the Naruto franchise, and you are interested in seeing what happens next, absolutely, I would say check it out. If the thought of Naruto and Sasuke dying, especially after you grew up with Naruto and he finally becomes the Hokage, and you're like, no, that's not my story, I don't think the show is going to essentially sway you. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if those same people watch clips of, okay, let's see if this tickles my fancy. Something to get them at least remotely interested. I could totally see that happening. In the end, it really is up to you. Now, personally, again, I didn't watch Boruto faithfully. And quite frankly, I didn't watch Naruto faithfully either because, here's the thing. I was faithful up until around sophomore year of college when there was just nothing but filler and filler and filler and more filler. And I was just absolutely sick of it. Like a lot of people were. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if filler is what dissuaded a lot of people from the series. And if you are one of those people, I feel your sympathies. But I tell you what, when it actually did stick to the main story and canon and everything, they did everything they could to make it right. And I still say that Naruto versus Sasuke, really round one is legendary in my eyes. But yeah, I'll acknowledge it. Not only is round two also legendary, it's a better fight. Because the stakes could not possibly have been higher. And if you were dissuaded from the series because of the filler, there is something called the Oceanic cut that exists. Yeah, seriously. There's this one guy who tried to introduce Naruto to his girlfriend, but he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna have her watch all the fillers, so I'm gonna do all the editing, I'm gonna do it all myself. And so he made an Oceanic cut. I know it exists. And I actually have seen the link as to where you can get it. You can actually, like, seriously, go to YouTube and type in Naruto Oceanic Cut, and you're gonna find the cut that says, I cut down Naruto for my girlfriend. So, like watch that. It's actually a really great watch. I highly recommend it. Needless to say, that guy is a brilliant editor, and he has a future ahead of him. That is, personally, if I ever get an opportunity to watch the Oceanic Cut. Personally, I haven't really tried downloading it because I don't know. Because let's be honest, what that guy did to cut down Naruto, all that he did, like, if he ever actually uploaded his work onto the internet, that guy would be in jail for life. He would get 25 to life for so many copyright violations. Holy cow. It'd be unbelievable. But, you know, that's the kind of world we live in. So, I guess if you can somehow get the Oceanic Cut, actually, if any of you actually have watched the Oceanic Cut, please let me know. I want to know what your thoughts on that are. And partly to see if I can somehow download it without getting in trouble, because that's actually the secret right there. I know not how to do that. I've never tried downloading it myself, nor would I ever try being the one that sets off the powder cake and ruining everything by uploading what I just downloaded myself. I would never do that. So if you've ever seen the Oceanic Cut, let me know how it is. As for Boruto, you're not bad, kid. I don't think you're bad at all. I hope you liked this video. If you did like this, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys watching and enjoy today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to anyone, we're here to lend you. Always, everybody, take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.